we can't. You know, I'll put 14 contacts out for 14 people to come in and interview, and I have 0 show up.
Some businesses are offering bonuses, higher pay, and other benefits just to get people in the door.
So come here, baby.
Wiggins increased her pay ranges by a full $7.
So these guys can make amazing money, and still, it's like crickets for those applicants. Crickets.
So she and many other business owners are turning to teenagers to fill their staffing shortages, like 16-year-old Sarah Fuller.
I really like hosting a lot because I like talking to the people when they walked in.
Sarah is making $14.77 an hour plus tips. Not a bad shake for a high school student. Money.
I definitely like spend some of it on like clothes or stuff I like want.
She spends a bit of and saves a bit of.
I have a savings account, so I put a lot of it into college.
Since she wants to go to law school someday.
Thank you for calling Catabella.
In recent years, teen employment has dropped significantly, but a report by Drexel University predicts a big rebound, with more than 32% of them joining the workforce. For Wiggins,
But these kids are just rocking it.
the makeup of her staff is a little younger these days.
They're just sponges. They're not jaded. They're not tainted. They want to make money.
But it's because of them she's able to keep her restaurant doors open.
I would just be dead in the water if it wasn't for these kids.
Megan Lopez, Denver 7.
And much has been made of the impact federal unemployment benefits have had on labor, but several states are letting those benefits expire before the federal government pulls the plug. And others, Colorado included, have offered incentives to get people back to work. Jack Buffington teaches supply chain management at the University of Denver. He says the labor shortage and the problems it's caused isn't so much about where you live or how much you can get from the feds. It's about who you want to work for.
One thing that's missing in this story is that the story comes out that the entire supply chain's broken. You know, every company is struggling with stuff, and that's not true. There's some companies that are managing their labor and their supply chains better. They're being more strategic. They have more resiliency. They have better conditions. And so when circumstances like COVID and these issues happen, they're able to weather the storm. All you're hearing about are of the companies who are getting impacted by the cycles. And that's just an example of a poorly run operation.
The U.S. added 850,000 jobs in June. The unemployment rate was 5.9%.
And listen, if you do want to make some extra cash, now would be a great time to polish off those bartending skills. The All-Star Game is next week, and Denver admits businesses are shorthanded.
What we are doing is asking for patience for those people who are coming in, because if you realize the people that are working are usually covering 2 shifts, more tables, more people. So we just ask for some patience.
And demand is definitely high. MLB said today reservations for Play Ballpark are booked solid, and a handful of tickets will be made available daily at the Colorado Convention Center.
Coming up, Contact Denver7 helps a family become whole again.
I'm so grateful for all that you've done for us.
And the strange series of events that left Drew Locke standing on the road smiling with these state troopers.
It was a hot one today, but we'll be near triple-digit temperatures tomorrow and Friday.